Greetings, Ghost Gang. Welcome back to Penumbra Black Plague. We are currently in the bathroom. Yeah, what's in these cupboards? Batteries. I haven't even used the flashlight yet, so... Oh, I can almost flush the toilet. Guess the water's not working. Understandable. More batteries. A flare. Dead computer. Fuse. Alright. Every time it's harder to pull out. Excuse me? Every time I feel more of myself inside. Okay, what is with that sentence? Won't open the door, seems to have some sort of electronic lock. Do I need to put the fuse in? Incoming video chat.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be your guide for the day. Hello? Can you hear me? I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran, and when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu. The only chance we have is a man called Howard. He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library. Oh, and look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him. What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Present and accounted for.
Did you say something? Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu.
Enough already. My sides are splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
Okay. Recent research. Turngat virus field notes. Amabel Swanson. Infection process. The worst thing about my job, death helps us learn. Time frame, 5 weeks. Hold up in the old mess hall. Research subjects, 3 archaic personnel who contracted the virus. With every infection, the process, the life cycle of this virus becomes clearer. In addition to the already documented symptoms, there seems to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected report strange, out-of-body experiences. They've likened these to be chased through a series of their own memories. Some kind of mental obstacle course. These reports inevitably end in the patient being swallowed by some inescapable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. If these experiences are as they seem to be, some form of mental representation of the infection process, we can only theorize to what might occur when the patient to escape the hallucination. Additional note, today Dr. Eminis confided in me that he has just such an experience. He insists that he feels better than he has in months. I'll keep an eye on him. Okay. Infected. I skipped a beat when I heard that word in association with me. Still, it seemed like one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice hadn't hurt either. But by that point, it was pretty certain she turned out to be crazy. My father, he's close.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey?
Yeah, pest. Get out of my head.
So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
All right, Clarence. Welcome in my brain. Jotted down a note just in case. The door leading into the library is locked by a palm and iris scanner. Infirmary, machine room, library. Well, I need the library. No, wait, library's right here. Infirmary, not infirmary. It's not a word. It's a map of the area. Where am I? I guess right there. Well, I suppose we could start with the farthest, so we'll go to number 3, right? Oh, it's actually open. Savage, infected, terrified, and now I was hearing voices. Yep, just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy. Even me. Regardless, I need to find a way through and into the library. I actually wasn't expecting that to work.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago would she think that?
What the hell?
We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw. I recall seeing one on my first day here. 3 years ago, climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
Server Installation Quick Start Guide. The most common cause of frustration during the installation process is the use of incorrectly formatted circuit cards. Please ensure boot, network, and interface cards are functioning correctly with default programs installed before continuing. Required circuit cards. Program count listed in brackets. Boot 3 collates basic disk drive and hardware configuration data. Network 5. Uses of Vantage or communication drivers allow access to any local intrant or hub network. Comes with all the latest security protocols. Interface. Carries all programs required in server and file access in addition to high-level direct hardware access. Circuit card compatible programs. Circuit setup. Required installation to get any program running. Disinfo hardware locator. Firewall. Antivirus. CMD. Net locator. File. By popular demand, the server no longer requires the latest version of Windows in order to function correctly. Okay. Oh, hey, give me that. Why are all these doors opening? I don't like that. Oh, I can actually turn that on. This car should fit in that machine I found in the next room, but I don't think the car will be much... Okay. Okay. Correction, it was a rack of circuit cards. Electrical cabinets, this area is for complex using power. Hello. That's broken. No car was found in slot. This card is damaged and of no use. Damaged and of no use. Damaged and of no use. Beautiful. Gotta love it. Okay, well, let's go and find ourselves a saw, I suppose. We'll go down to number 2 and then 1. Well, at least I got batteries out of that. Canteen, it's either locked or jammed. Okay. Door won't open and there doesn't seem to be a lock. It's labeled ID 3061. Maybe something I can use. Okay, so let's swing on over to 7 then. Wait, is this... Yeah, they just bring me back to that room. Okay. Eight and 6. Open. Jotted down a note. Oh! What was that? Corridor leading to the machine room is filled with poisonous gas. Okay, so I probably need a mask if that's the case. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I can hear sound coming from in there. Oh, this is open. Wish it wasn't. Seems like the man on the other side of the window is holding a gas mask. Okay. Do I have to turn this off somehow? Can I find a way to jump over it? Or is it too high?
Look here. It seems, yeah. The visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see.
Okay.
Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
Wait, so what? Was he doing something that I can't even see now? Alright. Let's hope it wasn't nothing too important. What's that up there? Strange artifact. Collectible? Oh, okay. Looks heavy and welded shut. There you go. Dr. Richard Eminis. Theoretic effects of controlled infection report requested by Overseer Frisk on behalf of the Elevated. For the record, I see no value in recording this information at such an early stage in the project. However, we were to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions. We may observe the following. Fact, translator Lefresque, in his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted the virus was capable of manipulating the host's motor neuron functions. Theory. Were an instance of the infection controlled and sustained, we may find that a virus seeks to keep its host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be against the rules, and that B, the virus gains control over some of all the sensory functions facilitating such an objective. Fact, when the virus infects a host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain functions as best as it can suits its own purpose. Theory, were the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some partitioning of the host's consciousness, effectively preventing a small corner of the host's mind into a form of secondary personality. Fact, the Turngate virus was released from, according to Frisk, too many centuries old. Theory, were some mental segmentation to occur, if some plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one another's memories. Given the age of the virus, this may be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted that the bulk of the above remain conjecture and should not be relied upon in any archaic protocol.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I. Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
Alrighty then. They're still inside. I'm still inside, but I don't want to get out. Ow. Got the gas mask. Get out of there. Well. Cool. Please don't roll. Okay. That helps. Spider! Run away! Alright, so that's taken care of.
Yeah! Feast on him, brother! Free us both!
Okay, let's get to the gas chamber. I assume he cannot follow. Do I still need it in here? Okay. On that note, I think I'm going to end this episode here, so thank you everyone so much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying this series so far. Please be sure to hit that like button if you are. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.